Can you tell us whether this action is very or is it information that tell us and say, which is it?
Shall we say this? Of course, it is a danger to the old system, the old approach and the old generation of humanity. A new version that is arising will, of course, be adaptable. You understand the basis of human existence, or should we say the existence of all species, is their ability to adapt to changing circumstances. Shall we say the planet moves through endless cosmic alterations, shall we say, highly energetic particles and so forth. The planet has consistently drawn those in order to shift the overall patterns of its expression. Does that make some sort of sense? So, shall we say there have been many approaches? Shall we talk mostly about, shall we call them the third generation, that is the Atlantean expression? These beings, shall we say, communicated not by, shall we call it, physical vibratory language, but at high frequencies. Shall we talk then about communications at that level of awareness? Do you understand what I mean? So, if that is the case, then one could say that the frequencies being used were highly evolved and highly specific. Does that follow? You understand then one then in your own world are using far lower frequencies than those that were used in that period. Of course. So, shall we say you are first of all beginning to open to higher frequencies. Higher frequencies, first of all, using technological devices. At the same time, humankind will begin to hear the very broadcast of such devices auditorily. Does that make sense? One will begin to hear the very frequencies broadcast. Then it requires, shall we say, learning to interpret. Of course. Shall we say, sometimes people already hear frequencies that are seemingly not in the physical world. You understand? Of course, if they were measured with a highly sensitive equipment, one would discover that indeed they were broadcast. Sometimes such frequencies are, shall we say, messages from the planetary system, the solar system, as you call it. Each planet speaking, broadcasting in certain qualities, tonalities, or frequencies. Does this follow? I am talking, of course, that all frequencies are within the ranges that are what you would call electromagnetic, but they are of significant speed, shall we say, powers. So you are constantly in the range of such frequencies. Should one be worried? Of course, because humankind is as yet not able to be trusted. You understand? You are worried in the wrong fashion, of course, because you are allowing something to be, shall we say, manipulated from a different perspective, so that the real purpose is quite lost.
Thanks for watching. We hope this content resonates and with your help raises planetary awareness. You can get free access to full-length channeling videos by registering at channelingmercredan.com/subscribe or clicking the link in the description.